Hey guys, it's Beta. Welcome. Today we're going to make chocolate chip walnut oatmeal cookies. They're absolutely my favorite, and they're going to be your favorite after you try this recipe. You're not going to need any other cookie recipe. Well, that's not true. I'm sure you're going to still love all your favorite cookies, but this is really my favorite cookie recipe, and that's why it's the first cookie recipe that I'm bringing to you guys. It holds a special place in my heart because this cookie is what made me like cookies. I am gonna get a lot of flack for this, I'm sure, but I am not a cookie person. But I love these cookies so much that it turned me on to chocolate chip cookies. So, first thing that we're gonna put into these cookies, and it's a 1-bowl recipe, super easy. Really, I sometimes get this craving for them, and my husband really likes these cookies too, and I'll just whip them up real quick, and they're chewy and they're delicious, and there's a lot going on, but they're simple at the same time. So I have 2 sticks of butter that I made sure was softened, and I'm gonna go ahead and add a cup and 1/4 of tightly packed brown sugar. The brown sugar, actually, the molasses in it helps soften the cookie or give it its chew. And so if you just substitute white sugar for this, you're not gonna get that chewy chocolate chip cookie that everybody loves, you know. White sugar, 1/2 cup. Two eggs right into the mix. And we're gonna put in 2 teaspoons of pure vanilla extract. All right, so next thing we're gonna add is the dry ingredients. 1½ cups of flour, 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, and just put it right on top of the flour, because then after we add the salt, which is a teaspoon, the salt gives it a little bit of a little extra, you know. Every sweetness needs a little saltiness to balance it out, and so here is no exception. So it's one teaspoon, and you can add less, but I like that. When I have, you know, that's why salted caramel is so popular, because you have something very rich and very deep and sweet, and you want something to balance it out, and that salt gives a little bit of a nice zing where you think, that's a good pairing. See, your taste buds know. Okay, so what I do right there is I add the flour and then the salt and the baking soda, and then I sort of just mix the dry ingredients just barely, whatever, just so I know that the salt's not just in one spot, that the baking soda's not just in one spot, because the next step, you don't want to over beat. You just want to barely incorporate. And then start unloading. We're gonna add the chopped walnuts. A cup goes in. 3 cups of oats. More or less, so this is 2 cups. Almost perfect. And then 2 cups milk chocolate. So yeah, I like the milk chocolate much better than the dark chocolate, because even though this cookie is simple, there is, like I said, a lot going on, and so you don't want to, I don't know, for my taste buds, I don't want it to be too rich and too heavy, and just it just gives it a gentler, smoother flavor, I think. Just always make a mess when I bake. Always. Who cares? Okay. Just going to incorporate this well and then put it onto my baking sheet. All right, so now that we have this beautiful dough, beautiful cookie dough, I'm going to take golf ball, more or less like a golf ball shape cookie dough, and throw it right onto an ungreased cookie sheet. Sometimes I make them bigger. Sometimes I want them bigger. Sometimes I want them smaller. But so these are maybe a little bigger than a golf ball, but they're not going to flatten out too much. They're going to keep their form, but not, you know, you're not going to have a ball for a cookie for dessert. But they're not going to be little thin cookies either. They're going to be nice and chewy and thick and delicious. And then so I'm going to keep doing this, and then we're going to pop them into the oven. Like I said, 325, 15 minutes. These are so pretty. Look at that beautiful shape. Happy looking cookies. Okay, so I got them onto the cooling rack. I'm going to give it a try because I can't wait. And warm cookies are always the best. These are going to be hot though, and I'm going to burn myself, but for you guys, I'll burn myself. Lovely, and oh, I love these things. They're so gorgeous, and they're asking, just take a big bite out of me. Oops, soft. I need another bite. I love them. These are the best cookies. Guys, go home, try it. If you're already at home, try it now. Go to the store, get the stuff that you need, or maybe you already have most of the stuff at home. I need another bite. Make them, please. Excuse me. Make these, they're delicious. The milk chocolate works beautifully. Excuse me, that looks probably really bad to do, but I just don't want to have cookies on my teeth when I'm talking. But these cookies are so delicious. They're delightful. Perfect for this time of year. You're gonna wow everyone and anyone who tries them, including yourself. And please go on my website, honestandtasty.com, get the recipe there. Make them today. Make them now. Okay guys, thank you so much. See ya. Oh my god. Vanilla. Oh my god.